Next, we're going to talk about creating charts in Excel. We have the data here for the chart, and that's the very first step, is to create the data that we want represented in the chart. Now all I need to do is create the chart itself. You can see that I have a tab up here in the ribbon that says charts. And if I click on that, you can see that I have different types of charts, column charts, and underneath these I have 2D columns, 3Ds, all sorts of different templates within the category. Line charts, pie charts, bar charts, so on and so forth. So what I want to do is I want to create a column chart of this information. The way that you create a chart, it's very, very simple once you get the hang of selecting the information you want in the chart. So if you don't select all the information you want there, then the chart won't end up correctly. If you select information that you don't want in the chart, it won't end up correctly. You want to select everything you want in the chart and nothing that you don't want in the chart. So let's do a quick example. I'm going to select this information. Now notice I'm selecting the labels as well as the data. If I select it all right now and I come and say column and just pick a column chart, we'll go ahead and just do a clustered column, then you'll see that I end up with this nice chart here that has all the information that I want, and it has my labels. So this is ticket sold, that's ticket price, revenue, expenses, profit, and the colors represent January, February, or March, right? Now I could flip that. Maybe I want the down here to be January, February, March, and the colors to represent tickets sold and so on. That's just this button here that says switch plot. So you flip that and you can see now that down here is January, February, March, and then the colors are the different categories. I do want it the other way though. But watch what would have happened. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select this and hit delete on my keyboard to get rid of that chart. And this time I'm going to select just the numbers. And I'm going to create that chart again. And you'll see that this time I've got the chart information, but I can't tell what's what. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, series 1, series 2, series 3. I don't have the information I need in order to really understand what this chart means. Okay, so be sure that you're selecting your labels as well. Now, I'm going to make that original chart again, and I'm going to show you one thing that I don't really like about this one. So you can see that ticket price, you can't even barely even see anything there at all because it's $8.50 and that's such a smaller number than the other ones. Also, the ticket price never changes. It's the same every single month. So I don't really need to show that on my chart because it's always going to be $8.50. So I want to make a new chart that includes all this information except for ticket price. And just like I said, it's all about what I select. So I'm going to go ahead and select A and B down to row 4, okay? So I've selected the months and the tickets sold. Now I'm going to hold down Command just to make this easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. I'm actually going to turn off that angled labels there so that it's clear what's what. Okay, so selecting A and B 1 through 4. Now I'm going to press and hold Command, and I'm going to skip ticket price. I'm going to skip column C and select D through F. So you can see that I've got A and B selected and D through F selected, but C is not selected. And now I'm going to go back to charts, back to column chart, say I want a clustered column, and you can see that I have a new chart here that has all the information that I want it to have, the tickets sold, the revenue, the expenses, the profit, the January, February, March, but it does not have ticket price, simply because I did not select it when I made the chart. Now, if I select my chart, I have a bunch of things that I can do to this to make it look how I want to. I've got some chart styles that have preset colors. I can go to chart layout, and I can choose things like how many, what grid lines I want to show. If I want it to put labels at the top of things. I can go to the format and I can select specific, bars, maybe these green ones, and change the color of them here with the fill. So play around with this. A lot of things that you can do to customize those charts, but you don't have to do anything. Making a chart is just as simple as selecting the data that you want and then going up and choosing what type of chart you want in the Charts tab, and it lays it out exactly the way that it needs to be.